What? You know about it. The long bodies. You love to not only see it, to not only hear it, feel it. Oh, we got prickered so hard. We're bleeding out. That's a comfy cozy. Look at that, boys and girls. Good morning. We're back. Welcome to another video here. Sorry for the delay in videos that we had. I actually did 2 videos during that time period, but there were some sponsored videos and I was actually just waiting on some review, but we're back in the NAR full time right now. We're going to Corinthia Parks at Mount Snow and I want to help you guys out with some tips today on how to just dramatically improve your snowboarding. And before we get to the hill, if you're someone like myself who started snowboarding late to the game and you weren't snowboarding since you were 2 years old, you don't have all that natural ability, then you have to do the extra stuff and you have to do the cold plunges and the workouts and the stretches to get your body into shape to be able to handle the amount of insane workload that we have to put on ourselves to catch up to everybody who started snowboarding when they were young. So we're gonna do some gym and some sauna. We just got out of the river and we got to get into today's sponsor and Stoke Element. I don't even know how to explain this to you guys anymore. You know I'm obsessed with these things. They have helped me hydrate myself in the most dehydrating times. When you're sweating, you sweat out all of your electrolytes, all of the things that you need, all the good minerals to keep your brain working properly, to keep the mental focus that you need and the clarity, to get rid of any headaches, to deal with altitude sickness, or just simple dehydration. I usually throw one of these puppies in like, not a full 64, but 40. They're claiming on the label 16 to 32 ounces. So maybe I should throw a little bit more in here, but you need a little bit of salt with your water so that you can actually absorb the water and get the proper hydration. So Element makes those beautiful little satchels in the most delicious flavors. And you guys already know they're hooking you up with a free sample pack if you order through the link www.drinklmnt.com/CaseyWillax. I'm stoked to share the rest of the little health tips that I have on our journey to Mount Snow. I would say, first of all, that you should show up first chair 10-15 minutes before it opens at your favorite park. Show up early when the corduroy is on point. I really wanted to make this video because we've been snowboarding so much powder in Japan. I came back the other day, it was freezing cold. I didn't really get to actually throw down, and today it's really warm and it's a weekday. So both other crucial things are going when the conditions are prime, making sure that your body is able to ride every single day. Taking care of yourself is going to allow you to do that. Just experiencing those perfect conditions allows you to really throw down to your max potential. If you're trying to get good quick, you got to be on the hill 6-8 hours a day, and you can't do that unless you do the things that we're about to do. So stay tuned. We're close. Got everything ready, locked and loaded, so when we roll up, it's go time. It can get a little crazy sometimes rolling around in the NARV when we're not on a NARV tour, because this thing just holds that energy. But that leads me into one of the tips that I have is riding for yourself with music in, focused on you, and not having specifically like friends around or other people to ride with. You might not think it, but it is one of the best ways that you can progress because you're just in your own head. You're in your own timeline. You're never turning around looking for a camera. You're never turning around looking to see if your boy is there with you. If you feel like flowing over a knuckle or a knoll or gapping a rail because the speed's there, you're just honestly dialing into a perfect state of flow. And that's what we're trying to do right now. It's 1 o'clock. Crowbar is at the hill, so we're gonna have one homie that we can just dial in with. It is nice also to go back and forth and to be able to have somebody that can push you as well as you push them, and you guys bounce off of each other, because that's how you see and do different tricks that you wouldn't have done. You just follow somebody else's line that you like riding with and do everything that they're doing. But we're on a mission, so getting there first run is not always possible, especially when you want to have confidence in yourself and you want to get the things done
that you know are gonna make you better, which I just did at the gym. I know a lot of people are gonna ask what my exact workout is. Do I have a specific routine that I do before every snowboarding session? And no, I don't. To just run through a quick setting of what I even just did in there. Every time is different, but I started off just moving my body in, you know, any possible way that I can, going with the flow until I found something, specifically my hips and my hip flexors, and I kind of just leaned into those. If I don't know a lot of workouts to do those or stretches to strengthen them and bounce back and forth between stretch work and strengthening work, then I'll go on YouTube and I'll find some, but I knew enough to just hammer those for not really more than a couple sets before doing a full body kind of workout, light weights. You guys would be lying to yourselves, and I would be lying to myself right now if I think I'm in any position to be hammering out specific body parts for an entire workout each day. That's when you're in the gym as often as possible, 5-6 days a week. I haven't been hitting the gym, so if I go 2 or 3 times max a week, I will just do full body, really light, not even complete a 3-set routine, but just hit some legs, hit some core, hit some biceps, get the entire body moving, because your 45 minutes of full body isn't gonna make you too sore to go and ride. You don't wanna have delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS, which is just that crazy fatigue the next day when you're trying to snowboard. Being big and bulky and strong is nice for taking hits, but being limber and fluid and mobile is a lot better for wrenching grabs and snapping pretzels or being locked in. Like, the most crucial part about snowboarding is separating your upper and your lower body. So being locked into, say, a 50-50 like this, going that way with your upper body twisted halfway, so that way when you pop, you already see your landing and you can shift your legs around 270, just the lower part of your body, your hips, to the landing, and catch up to that timing, that perfect timing where your upper body and lower body come to a slow stop of momentum and you stomp your trick. But yeah, we're ready. We're going to the hill. We're linking up with Crowbar. We're gonna keep these banger tips coming for you guys to get better and to be the best that you can.
Was your van outside the Staples of Greenville? Yeah, we saw it. I was like, is that? I was like, nah, can't.
That was a nice dark little nook over there I found last night. That was good.
And he's riding down with a gallon of water.
Say a little 2/3 maybe.
Gotta stay hydrated out here.
Let the top her off.
Oh, look at that.
What's your favorite fruit or flavor or whatever?
Raspberry. Menthol mint.
There you go. You got, oh, see, that's what we need. You need a little dehydrate.
Oh, there we go. It's how you do it. It's all a cycle on the mountain.
Take one of these for later.
Dude, you're a madman.
Well, you want one?
Almost watermelon salt. What?
It's gonna end up to him.
Dude, I am dumping this in my bottle when I get back to the car. That's actually sick. It clearly makes you better at snowboarding. That's
what I'm claiming.
That's a secret right there.
It's the best thing ever. Osmo 4, this thing's pimp, dude. I love it.
So I'm looking for this though. Might hurt bad. Take some stickers.
Yeah, boys, keep the stoke up, boys.
Let's get it.
Little hagwa, dude. Woo! She's spicy. Careful. A little bit of vodka in there.
Yeah, okay.
Quite the opposite. What'd you think?
That's good.
Put a number on it.
I'll give it a 9.5.
Oh. Oh, you're a big green guy. That's why. Oh. Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
almost. Kinda.
Ooh. Sheesh. Crowbar's freaking trying to steal my jacket. We can get you one, Crow.
Can you now?
You just got to sign on the dotted line.
Yeah. Fuck the brand.
Alright.
What do you want to do?
Slap this thing. I'll film you first run through it. I want to do some settings here. I got the ND on. Alright, 4K 120, shutter 400. When's the last time you rode?
At least a month and a half ago.
Oh boy. Down donkey.
You know the speed on this?
You need some speed kind of for all of them. But it's not slow. Yeah, you don't need that one. Always better. Good ball.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep snowboarding, you know?
I'm like, I want to at least look at it a little bit.
If you get an inkling of insecurity, of unsurety, okay.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, a little rusty.
What are some ways to just dramatically improve your snowboarding? Or maybe we should just start with that. Full on moving to the mountain, getting a job like a dishwasher or a housekeeper or a snowboard coach. Even if you're not even that good at snowboarding, they'll hire really beginner snowboarders to teach never ever snowboarding. And then you learn a lot about yourself and your snowboarding through that, advancing you to your intermediate stage, right?
Absolutely. That's exactly how I really got into it, really.
Same.
First year at Mount Snow, I knew a little bit. I went to the mountain with my buddies, turns, you know, did some shredding. And I came out here, they gave me a little 3-day training session. Like, this is how we want to do things. Explored your own riding a little bit. And in those 3 days, I learned more than I did like almost the entire past year snowboarding before that.
And then you follow the career path 15 years down the road. You've coached 4 premier snowboard academies all over the world, in Tahoe and all that, or literally just as simple as like washing dishes, park crew, anything where you're exhausted to your wits of your own riding and you still have to end up on hill the next day. That's when you start to just develop your body into being a snowboarder, which is crazy.
That's what you when you really learn your style, figure out what you like to do.
Or if you're
Have fun
young
doing it.
enough to do it, then you're one of those kids that's getting coached. But that's all dramatic. What are some things that are just like realistic if you're late to the game and you started riding when you're 19, 20 and you're trying to get as good as you can by the time you're 35, 40?
Well, living in a mountain town is definitely a good start. You know, more days on hill, that's pretty much the key to snowboarding. Repetition.
This whole video is just going to be hours. Getting on the hill 7 days a week. We're trying to get away from that. If you could only get there on the weekends, how do you dramatically improve your riding?
Well, I love carving around. You get to learn use your edges a little bit, you know?
Go back to the basics.
Back to the basics.
So if you're just getting hung up on a rail or a park feature or something, going and riding some mountain, what do you think about going and hitting something bigger that's like right at the edge of your comfort zone versus staying on the smaller parks?
That's definitely a great way. As long as you feel comfortable, it's kind of pushing it to the next edge a little bit, like you can see yourself getting on that feature compared to the small one you're doing. It's really a pretty safe way to do it.
Just go and hit the XL jumps. Like if you could just, you could just
point it.
Just point it.
The main
I mean, I would say following some homies that are good.
Yeah.
Advances your riding like crazy and just trying to do little things. For me, I was making full sheets of 180, 365, 40, 720, and I would go to the mountain and I would try to knock out every single one of those with a column next to it that was the grab. So it was literally back 3, nose grab, tail grab, indie, mute, method, and on the off days or the ICEE days, working on like just switch 50-50s or front boards on every single feature when you're sore.
Yeah, just, you know, going out in every condition. Over the years, I coached a lot of kids who would be too cold, too wet, too something. And, you know, you just don't want to put as much effort into those days. But in reality, that's when you do your heaviest progression. You bring it back down a little bit, you learn how to, you know, push through your simple tricks to adverse conditions. And then when you have a nice day, you're already like stacked, primed, ready to go.
That relates to the size that we were talking about earlier, where if you can just hit an XL feature and straight air it, then when you go back to the small, medium line, your 360s you're going to feel more comfortable doing, to maybe you can start that 540 now.
Yeah.
Just take the 540 to the XL line right now.
Every time I've done a smaller spin on a bigger jump, it always felt so much better than any other jump I've ever done it on.
Doing a 360 over an XL jump.
It may have taken a lot of work to get to that point where I felt comfortable doing off a bigger jump. Like once you do off a bigger jump, there's really no better feeling than just floating a front 3 over a 60, 70-foot booter.
So yeah, a lot of time on a board. Basically the opposit of what Crowbar's been doing. So
Yeah.
not the best
for me
guy to be
here.
making these claims right now.
Been a little bit of a different winter for me, but it's been fun.
How you doing, bro?
Good, how are you?
Stoking.
Hell yeah, dude. I just watched all your Jeff Howard.
Yeah, let's go.
Dude, I didn't know you were back.
Yeah, a little sneak attack.
I literally just saw your sticker on one of the lifts, and I literally just took a picture of it. I was like, no way.
Bro, here's another
Dude,
set
no,
of stickers
no
and
way.
an element, bro.
Let's go.
What was your name?
Anthony.
Anthony. Yeah, let's get a photo. 4K 60, locked shutter, 240.
Warm-up time.
Still absolutely striking everything.
Yeah.
joking? What's good? What's good? It's so fun.
No idea you were out here.
Yeah, dog.
Man, it must get tiring.
I love it.
That's literally a thing.
God knows.
Not swiveling is a huge thing. Something anybody can do that's practical. You land something, you do a 180, you're so good at ollies and 180s, but you're trying to get better at riding switch, take that next feature, switch. Obviously, if it's a huge down, flat down, don't. But I will ollie a whole rail if I'm too afraid to hit it, switch. I'll land something, switch, and then have a long runway and be coming in regular to the next one, and I'll be like, yo, the snowboarding gods know, like, you're supposed to be goofy-footed coming into this next BFT, bro.
They see it.
They feel it, and I'm like, I feel like it's bad juju. That's messed up.
Riding the same place consistently, even if it's just every weekend, you know, they could switch features out, but just getting used to it and having like a home turf, then you know how sticky every rail is. You know how bendy a kink might be or how poppy they make the jumps. When you constantly switch your location of where you're riding it, you end up
Constantly trying to get the feel of things again, you know.
nice. You ready to do a 7?
So muddy, dude.
Take off ramp. You got the flat and then the kink, right? The foundation of this right here is a kicker.
Yeah.
So I'm saying come around this kicker, go up and just like hit the kink and come back down this way.
Okay, tap over it.
Little tap.
Okay.
Little crowbar tap because you're trying to get warmed
I
up
was thinking
still.
maybe you're just talking about coming back down into it, and like that might be a little.
No, we're keeping it chill. What up?
I thought that was you.
How you doing, bro?
How you doing?
Psyching. Okay, 120 with shutter, 240.
Fire. Wait, we need you. You're rehired. That's the crowbar we love. I knew it was missed your whole setup. You got it. See what I mean? Little soup. Wow.
All right. I'm not doing that.
You're hitting it?
Maybe.
You back one. There we go. There we go. Tricky do 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 do.
How did you save that? What gear have you been rocking?
Pretty low gear.
So like right now.
What gear?
Yeah, how long have you been repping this?
Oh.
How did you save that? What gear have you been rocking? What gear have you been rocking?
Pretty low gear.
You said pretty low gear. What gear have you been rocking? It's like I'm messing with you.
A long time to try to figure out what you were asking me. I was like, what does he want to know?
How did you save that? What gear have you been rocking?
Pretty low gear.
So like right now.
What gear?
Yeah, how long have you been repping this
Oh,
getup?
oh, Rosganol. I'm repping.
No. The freaking whole setup, head to toe, goggles, hat, boots, laces, long johns, board, bind, everything. How long has that been a thing? Is anything new?
Nothing's really new now.
Okay, so that leads me to what I'm saying is, if you're in pain, get some new gear, but buying a new snowboard, buying new bindings, like, these things aren't gonna make you better. The tech's not getting that much better.
No.
What's gotta get better is you and your riding, so stick with what you know. It honestly takes me weeks to break in a snowboard, months to break in boots,
Boots are the worst.
days to break in like jackets and stuff. Everything needs a little break-in point. Find a setup that you love and rep it until it's got holes in it. You can't really buy your way into progress when it comes to gear, unless you just have ancient stuff that once you get within the past decade's technology, you're fine. Hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time,
Yeah.
there's your freaking tip number 3, 11, 42, 75.
Yeah. What do you got in there? What is that? Check with the
Hell no.
pan on the
Even better.
LMNT. Who is is that?
4K 120 shutter 400.
I don't know, bro.
Untied. That is not optimal. Oh my God. There we go. Woo! So what happened here? Your boot come loose. Is that optimal?
I just have a whole situation, bro. My boots are broken in by the time they're not usable.
Unfortunately, that's kind of how it happens. You get to that perfect spot and you're like, I'm loving this
I'm
boot.
losing the stitching.
And then
but the boot's finally broken in.
Finally broken in. Let's put a hand on that.
Are those CGs? How old are those?
These actually are probably relatively fresh. I was getting a little bit of the hookup from Brandy when I was getting the MSA gear. She'd be like, here's a pair of gloves. So that was a nice little foot massage you gave yourself. Getting those boots back tied up and tight.
Just one of them's gonna feel so good.
Oh, you could always go goofy and then do the same thing. No, that's up to you though. I'm gonna turn this thing off. Don't know what it's called, but I love that.
It's honestly like a watermelon orange mix. I'm also claiming light pockets. No wallet. If you have music, just your phone, but I brought one battery today. I'm just trying to be light and limber. I need all this stuff weighing you down. People riding with their car keys on them. I'm over here already got enough stickers and elements and open satchels on me.
I did. I just kind of was like,
you have your keys on you.
I just went under.
Bro.
Like, I wasn't even thinking. I just got out of the car. I put it in my pocket. And then I'm like leaning on it, I have a tile, and then my phone starts ringing. I'm like,
what's up, bro? How you doing? Yeah, I did. We scored. How the boys doing? Frothing?
Yeah. So here we go. I'm lighting the load. You guys want some slaps?
In the water yesterday and here today.
Yeah. You're an element and some slaps,
big
dude?
fan. Big
Dude, bro.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Let me get another one here. I'm almost out. This is good. We're talking about not snowboarding with too much stuff on you. I'm all loaded up.
Rhode Island, nice. Yeah. No, getting some swell.
Yeah, no way. Oh, what's up, dog?
you been out here?
Same helmet, dude. You got it. When you're locked in, dude, you don't switch it up.
Same character energy.
I'll get you this time. I got two already.
4K, 120, 240 shutter.
Friends, very good to see you,
bro.
Guys.
Oh, now I understand.
I'm like, am I crazy?
Yeah, he's going. No, he's not.
All right, 4K, 120, shutter 400. Another smash in there if you want it.
Feeling pretty hydrated now.
With a cocktail just like that, you'll have that. Toes might be going to the lodge.
God! I was like, is that Casey up there? Hey.
Residue on them?
What?
A little bit of element residue on them?
Yeah.
What's your name, bro?
Steve Bertram.
Steve?
Yeah.
Dude, well, nice to meet you, dog. Let's go. Have fun, man.
Good job.
Have a good day.
Peak level of stoke.
That was the most stoked I've ever seen. I was like, feels good.
Yeah. Couple hot laps. Rest the toe. Oh.
You used to have things here that broke?
Yeah, those are gone.
Hiking.
There's no better way to get better.
Yeah, just hike. Yeah, exactly.
That's the number one.
Yeah, it's literally the way to do it. Yeah, like I've only been here like 2 days, and I've learned like more tricks than I would have learned if I
Same
just
feature,
rode.
same hit, over and
Yeah.
over again. It's like almost
Yeah.
like skating or.
Yeah, and I like the camera because it adds like I'll throw down. You know what I mean? Like otherwise I won't throw down. I'll just be like, oh, I'll just enjoy my day.
Yeah.
Like I'll do the same trick and just
Yeah.
have fun. And then, but it's
Yeah,
like no,
yeah.
now I have like this like
yeah,
thing.
it's on film.
And then because always like growing up, like I would always throw down when I was on film or in a comp, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But like normal day to day, it's like, oh yeah.
Why
Cruising.
even do that pretzel out on that
where's the
game?
word?
You get to recap
Risking
your footy
yourself.
too.
Yeah, movement analysis, you know?
It's like you have a little package that you get to take home every day from the mountain.
Well, you also get to keep riding and progressing off hill.
Yeah,
So you
'cause you're
didn't just
looking
ride
at-
on
yep,
hill. You go
so
home
true.
and you break it all down, and then you're
Yep.
like, I'm changing this up tomorrow.
Yep.
That's huge, bro.
And then it's like figuring out the angles because you're like, oh, let me try this angle, let me try that angle.
Thought you laced
know?
it, you zeeched it.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, I
Realized-
gotta go back,
Yep.
redo that. It's like
Little
gangster rap
clinic.
and country music, you know? It's like, depending on how.
Do a couple Patreon shout outs right now. Homie Richard wanted a stalefish back 7, a back rodeo, and an indie grab.
Tailfish back 7, back rodeo, and indie grab.
We gotta check what tier homie's in.
I think we got the perfect jump line for that too. Oh, that was heavy, man. Oh no.
That's what happens though. That's what I was saying. Like, you want to just ride for yourself, music in, do your tricks, focus on you. As soon as you start doing things for other people, random commands that you're not even like, haven't even done a back 7 yet, and then all of a sudden now you're grabbing stalefish, you just end up all over the place. I mean, we're riding Nitro, which is right under the lift. We got people hollering our names that know us. It's like the most award ceremony type snowboarding. We couldn't give a shit less when anybody's thinking like we're falling all over the place. Just out here having fun.
Yeah.
Worrying about nothing. You remember reading out comments and doing tricks for people at Hood?
Kind of almost at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
That was the first time they did the live chat.
Yeah, that was the first live chat ever.
Yeah.
Well, we got some Patreon stoke for you here.
Oh no.
Heel to heel carving. Kyle Wu wants. Tail block, nose block, flat ground, back 3.
Back 3 nose roll kind of thing. I could
You know?
find a nice roller for that.
And then some heel to heel carving.
I haven't done one of those in a while. Then we'll have to warm a little bit. We'll see how that goes.
Feel it in your eyeballs.
Laid up on the couch.
Who is it?
My buddy Sean.
Give him a shout out.
Hey, Sean, what up, dog? It's my boy. Sean's your homie. Yeah, he's the man.
Here, give him some slaps. Take the rest of them.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir.
Got that powder coming out your pocket.
Never ideal. Especially when it gets damp.
Gets sticky.
All right, heel to heel.
Heel to heel. Alright. I might have to do a little toe to toe to warm up.
I almost want to try that.
What, the heel to heel or?
Yeah. That seemed crazy.
I was kind of doing more of a roll into it.
Yeah.
You had a good section there where you were. Are you trying to freestyle all this right now or what?
I am not trying to freestyle. You know what's going on. I'll gladly film you.
I want to do honestly some wheelies.
I'm so
Healed it. That was almost it.
Was it? Because it felt so far from it.
You had a good pop. You just need a little more, yeah. Ow! Healed it. Ow! Oh!
I already did that earlier. Cut off. We're done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without question.
I was waiting to see what you were doing. Like,
No. When you feel it, you're done. We're
Yeah.
riding tomorrow. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You ride too much one day,
can't enjoy the next.
can't do anything next day. Trying to progress every day. All right, your final breakdown of the how to dramatically improve your snowboarding video. 10 out of 10 is just 10,000 hours. I've been claiming it forever, but the little things are just making sure that your body's able to ride while you're riding if you only have a short amount of time, doing all of the off-hill maintenance, all of the training that you can do. I've done so many yoga videos and snowboard addiction things that you can do to honestly well-round yourself. Get your nutrition, your diet, your working out, everything all in alignment, your meditation. It all makes you a better person, which then translates to on the hill. But when you're on the hill, if you're just doing snowboard stuff and you want to get better, repetition, going somewhere where the parks are all time, the best parks that you can possibly find, trying to move there. If you can't move there, going as often as you can, riding with people who are better than you, following their lines in, watching movies, watching video parts, watching how-tos, making checklists, keeping yourself accountable so that you're snowboarding enough, not worrying about too much extra gear, just getting your setup dialed in and putting the laps in. Getting a crew and just remembering to have fun with it. I want to say thank you again to the company Element, got them everywhere, for sponsoring and supporting this video. Making sure you are hydrated is so crucial, and to have such a long-lasting sponsor by a company who I really not only use their products but support as well is a dream come true. So thank you guys. I hope this video helped. Drop a thumbs up if you're not already. Hit the red button below and subscribe. We're putting out as much content as we can over here, and we're gonna wrap this up with some love. For those of you who have been supporting on Patreon or joined recently, we're gonna do a 3-pack shout outs right now. We got Anthony Perez, just became a new member. Kyle Wu upped their membership. That was the homie who we were doing tricks for earlier. We got a shout out from a Venmo to Jake Tim for the dream. Just missed you boys in Japan. My first trip there, was hoping I'd run into you. Love your vids. Appreciate the stoke, Jake. And then the third patron supporter shout out is Mike Shanahan. No way, you're the man, bro. Sending my love to you and the whole family. And then we're also gonna pick one person right now, the first person who copped the CW times Fuel collaboration sock. You sent me your order like before I even announced that they were live. Steven Montrose ordered 2 of the Casey-Willax special edition knee sock from fuel.com under the collaborations section. Your guys' support means the absolute world, but you, homie, for being so on it, I'm gonna send you an 8-pack of the Elements right to your crib. I have your address right here. We'll pick somebody else who joins in the next video here and who drops a comment on this YouTube video, and we will send you guys another 10-pack of the Elements. We just got a fresh shipment in, so when the inventory's up, we like to give back to you guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in another one. You.